you guys not have phones?
Yeah.
Ah, good old Diablo. The game that to many of us was our catalyst to become fans of the RPG genre. But then, everything changed when corporate greed attacked. Sit down by the fire, children, and let me tell you the tale of Diablo Immortal. Diablo Immortal is an MMORPG that initially released on the
phone,
and now the open beta is out on PC. I'm not going to waste much time on the story because there isn't really any there, but basically the game takes place just after the end of Diablo 2 when Tyrael shattered the corrupted Worldstone. It exploded and now pieces are littered throughout the world, and those pieces are corrupting the world and its inhabitants, and you are trying to clean it up. Here's all the accessibility and menus and shit. If you can't read, then I don't know how you made it to YouTube, but good job. Pause or slow down if you care about this. Kinda weird they have a legal tab under the settings menu, right? The graphics are alright, I guess. The game is literally just a port from mobile, so to be fair, this is about what I expected. Anywho, the game needs a 770 GTX to run, so you could probably install a screen on a rock and it'll run fine. For gameplay mechanics, you got basic attacking. You can use your abilities, guzzle down some red Gatorade to heal, recharge your Gatorade with the blood of your enemies. The game will tell you how many chuckleheads you've killed in a row, as well as how much XP you've earned for doing so once you stop. And of course, the most paramount mechanic, clicking shit. In general, Diablo Immortal is like other Diablo games. You run around from place to place, absolutely raffle-stomping horde upon horde of stupid bastards that are too foolish to get out of your way. What is there to do in Diablo Immortal, you might ask? Well, I'll only tell you if you go click the subscribe button. JK, but you still should sub. Anyway, you can open chests, you get bounties from the bounty board, which are basically side quests. There's main quests, which will occasionally level gate you from doing them, so you gotta do side bullshit to catch up in levels fairly often, which is annoying. There's a raid where you attempt to kill one really strong boss, but only twice a week because it resets every Monday and Thursday. The game will throw you a curveball with random puzzles occasionally. There are Elder Rifts and Challenge Rifts. In both, you race against the clock to kill enemies fast enough to fill this bar. Upon filling the bar, a boss spawns. Kill it and get shit. Challenge Rifts can be made progressively harder the more you complete, giving you more rewards. And this is where I'd put my crests.
If I had one.
Boy!
Crests add modifiers like these to make the Elder Rift harder or easier and drop better shit. There's PvP, it's actually kinda decent aside from the pay-to-win elements in the game. There's Battlegrounds, where you participate in a 6v6 battle where one team tries to defend against the other team from doing objectives such as defiling sacred guardians, pushing this dumbass angel payload thing like this is Overwatch or something, with the ultimate goal being to destroy the ancient heart. There's also the Circle of Strife, where you need to do some bullshit and become an immortal, which apparently takes a while, and blah-bitty blah fucking blah. I'm not playing this game any more than I need to, so I provide a link in the description if you care enough. Oh, and instead of healing potions, you get band-aids on a 20-second cooldown. If you're ever stumped on what to do, just open your codex, and there's a list of millions of activities and quests to do that give you experience and currencies or whatever. You got 6 classes to choose from. There's the Necromancer, who uses the power of friendship to summon undead friends to play with his enemies. The Crusader tells his enemies that they need Jesus, and then delivers them to him via death. The Monk, who when not meditating enjoys long walks on the beach and shattering his enemies' bones to powder. The Demon Hunter, who's gonna get a serious case of arthritis if he keeps this shit up. The Wizard, who shoots the pew-pew, and the Barbarian, who had one too many scoops of pre-workout. Each class can choose 4 abilities from their spellbook to have active. Here's some examples. Be Spider-Man. Pull your enemies in for a big hug. Introduce the enemy's face to your shoulder. Forcefully. Cleave them. Do a little karate kick. And lay traps for the weebs trying to break into your secret anime vault. Each class has an ultimate. You charge up this bar by opening enough collective cans of whoop-ass, then press R to do shit like turning your auto attacks into a cone-shaped multi-shot. You can craft and or upgrade legendary gems at Serial here using runes which are obtained via rifts that have been enhanced by crests. You slap them bitches into a primary item and you get its effect. Some change up your abilities, some just give you random-ass passives. Cue examples. Legendary gems go from 1 star to 5 stars. 5 stars good, 1 star bad. The best way to earn a 5-star legendary gem is by feeding hella legendary crests into Elder Rifts and hoping the game shits out one for you. But considering as a free-to-play player, you get a legendary crest once every 7,000 years, you're slightly hindered. You can buy them on the marketplace if you serve up that platinum which you got from doing battle pass bullshit. That'll also take you about 7,000 years to do. So if you ain't gonna pay, you ain't gonna play. A lot. This is the world map. You can fast travel to any waypoint from anywhere as long as you've discovered the waypoint. There's also auto-navigate, which is very useful if you're too lazy to walk places yourself. The game isn't very difficult starting off. I've only had one team wipe, and that was my first attempt at the raid, and I really didn't die too often. Later on, when you hit level 60 and certain combat rating thresholds, you can change difficulties to Hell 1 to 5, and while we're here, we might as well go over the end game. I hope you like to have some levels with your levels, because the end game is all about increasing your Paragon level and combat rating after hitting level 60. Basically, you're going to be doing the same shit you've been doing, but with slightly higher numbers. This game is built completely around combat rating. If you're lower than the recommended combat rating for an area, you take more damage and do less damage. If you're higher than the recommended combat rating for an area, your damage is scaled down. So you never actually get to D3 levels of one-shotting everything. But yeah, you pretty much just sit there and upgrade your items for all eternity. Oh, and make damn sure you do your dailies. As for enemy variety, it's pretty standard RPG stuff. White enemies are trash mobs, blue, purple, yellow, and orange are elites and or bosses, which are the ones that can drop the good shit. There's surprisingly an okay amount of different types of enemies to fight that do different shit, like this fat bastard that pulls you in, this dude summoning homing skulls, play the most dangerous game of leapfrog with this big demon guy. But the most terrible of all enemies, the UI. My god, you can't change the UI scale, everything is big as hell for no reason, and takes up half the screen. I would read notes, it would say tap to close, but here's me spamming every button on my keyboard and mouse, and it's just sitting there staring at me. Sometimes you can't press escape to leave menus, you can't right click to equip gear, and the list goes on. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the loot! You buy it, you pick it up, you sell your soul for it. Seriously, there's so many packs and fucking bundles, I'm wondering if I'm playing a video game or going camping. But yeah, it checks all the boxes for being a stupid-ass pay-to-win mobile game. Getting back on track, you can equip a talisman, 2 rings, some gloves, belt, boots, a charm, a helm, chest, shoulders, legs, and weapons. Rarity goes from white, blue, yellow, orange, and green set items, which I don't have any of to show you. All items give different stats and potentially change up how your abilities work, and of course you can pay for cosmetics. As for the multiplayer experience, max party size is 4 and you can have 8 for the raid. Join a warband and a clan to receive a small special reward for doing shit. Now the best part of the game, the chat. Every time I look down, somebody's saying some stupid shit like this. This note wouldn't let me scroll down to read, and my character forgot his running animation a couple times, but yeah, not terrible in the bug department overall, but could have been better. Overall, the game at its core, in our opinion, is slightly above average on the fun factor to play, if you were to remove the pay-to-win stuff anyway. There are some tense situations where you almost die and do something quick to get yourself out of it, and it's kind of fun. But really, it's just a grind fest. You're pretty much doing the same shit over and over and watching your little numbers go up slightly. The pay-to-win shit drags this game down very far, as well as the lazy way that they ported it from mobile and leaving the UI the way it is with no way to change the size of it. Deckard Cain is back too. Say something to the fans, Deckard.
Damn you to hell.
Okay, never mind, should have left your ass in that cage in Tristram. But yeah, the game itself was just unnecessary, and if Blizzard continues down this path, they will truly become
undone by their own ambition.
On our patented 0 to 1 scale, we rate this game a 0.24 out of 1. It'd probably be more like a 0.57 if it wasn't for the microtransactions. If you enjoyed the video and want to see us prosper, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you hated it and think we should fuck off into the abyss, please do so. We won't, but you can if you want. Good night, and don't forget to wish your cat a happy birthday. And that's Diablo Immortal. Bye.